Yeah, what y'all doing, YouTube? Hit that like button, hit subscribe button, tune in. I'll sit here and wait till some people come in. Sit here and wait till some people come in. Don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe button. You can share it if you want to. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You can share it if you would like. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button. Man, I was gonna update y'all about the alleged family who got kidnapped. I was gonna give y'all an update on that. And they found the family deceased. They found the family deceased. I had already had a feeling he about did that though. They found the family deceased. It's wild. Found the family deceased, man. See, that's where we can run that clip. See, this is the way we can run that clip. Let's see. See, this is the way we can run them clips, man. Update on that. It was a day ago. I thought it was gonna be a way I can run it. Yeah, I thought it was where I can run the clip, news clip, but we'll get it going though. We'll get it going. Yeah, the dude that kidnapped the peoples, and that ain't in front of the people deceased. Then he was a former employee at that. He was mad about that check or something, wasn't he? They must let him go. There'd have been no set. It was 12 hours ago right here. We were running the clip. See what's going on, get us an update. We catching up.
Who were kidnapped at gunpoint earlier this week, authorities have found their bodies. The sheriff says they are now able to talk to the suspect. Mola Lengi has the latest.
Look at that. They done found the bodies. That's the crazy part. Well, that's a good thing, but it's crazy. Kill the people.
So tragic, Mola. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. Not the update anyone wanted. The Merced County Sheriff here described it as his worst fears coming true after those 4 family members who were kidnapped from their place of business here behind me. Their bodies found dead. The bodies of 8-month-old Aruhi Derry, her parents, her uncle, found on a nearby farm last night.
What type of heart you got killing a baby? What kind of heart you gotta have to kill a baby? Gotta be a low life. It's sad.
Just hours after investigators released chilling surveillance video showing the family being abducted at gunpoint in broad daylight from their...
The man's so crazy. The man, when they captured the people in broad daylight on camera, he done captured the people's broad daylight on camera, walking them clean out the building with the gun on the people's. Man, he's a psychopath. Got to be. He had to been upset. Excuse me. He got to be upset about something.
Trucking business here on Monday. Still no word on a possible motive. Police did say one of the victims' ATM cards was used at a bank. The suspect, 48-year-old Jesus Manuel Salgado, taken into custody Tuesday after attempting to take his own life. His own family turned him in.
Look at that. The man tried to take his own life. His own life. The man taking his own life. You know, I had already said it when the police ran down on him. He injured himself. He tried to kill himself. When a person's trying to kill himself after committing a crime, that's because he did something harsh and he felt like he getting caught. So he tried to take his own life before they even got him. Let's run this news clip back.
After he allegedly confessed to them his involvement in the kidnapping. Now, the sheriff overnight...
So his family turned him in. He didn't confess to his family of the involvement. So he did tell somebody, so he told his family. So his family turned him in.
Understandably emotional about the killings.
There's no words right now to describe the anger I feel and the senselessness of this incident. I said it earlier, there's a special place in hell for this guy.
You already know. They finna try to probably give him the death penalty or something. A sensitive act like that. And then a baby involved, so you know it's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, a baby involved, it's gonna be ridiculous. They ain't gonna let up off him not too soon.
A tragic ending to the search for a family of 4 who was kidnapped in Merced County. Their bodies have...
Orchard. They were kidnapped from their family's trucking business in Merced County in Northern California Monday. And our sister station KFSN has learned from a...
That's why I ain't never heard of merced because it's Northern California. That's why I never heard of it.
Family spokesperson that the suspect used to drive for the family's company and that they had had a disagreement and parted ways. The spokesperson also said the baby died from exposure.
Very frustrating. Of course, we were working.
I gotta rewind it back. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna wind it back.
Merced County in Northern California Monday. And our sister station KFSN has learned from a family spokesperson that the suspect used to drive for the family's company and that they had had a disagreement and parted ways.
Okay, so he was working for him, driving for him at the company. I understood that part. But then I'm trying to see what they said the baby was exposed to.
The spokesperson also said the baby died from exposure.
Very frustrating. Of course, we were working the case the entire time, hoping that
what the baby was exposure to what?
But unfortunately, that was not working the case the entire time, hoping that we'd find them safe. But
California Monday. And our sister station KFSN has learned from a family spokesperson that the suspect used to drive for the family's company and that they had had a disagreement and parted ways. The spokesperson also said the baby died from exposure.
Very frustrating. Of course, we were working the case the entire time.
They saying the baby died from exposure, but they ain't saying exposure to what? I ain't understood that part.
Hoping that we'd find them safe, but unfortunately that was not the case. And through all the evidence that we gathered at this time, by the time we had actually received calls of the kidnapping, we believe that the killings have already taken place.
Chilling surveillance video released by the sheriff shows the kidnapping take place. The family emerges from...
Man, I still ain't understood this, but he had to be real swift. He walked into this place and kidnapped these people, but they did find phones where the deceased body was at, and ain't no one get a chance to call 911. I'm talking about they must have been, man, he must have tricked them soon as he walked through the door and got all of them together in one walk. Because nobody reached the phone and called 911 what they were thinking.
Their business with their hands zip-tied behind their backs, taken to a pickup truck. Hours later, that pickup truck found engulfed in flames. On Tuesday, authorities arrested 48-year-old Jesus Manuel Salgado, turned in by his own family. Before he was arrested, Salgado attempted to take his own life.
He's a native to the area as far as we know, and we do know that he had done something very similar in 2005. I believe that he had somebody else with him, and at least helping him do some of the things. As far as the homicide itself, we're going to let the evidence take us where it needs to take us, and as soon as we find out any different, but we're working the case, and we
excuse me, they believe somebody else with him. Seem like to me, they I don't know what they got going on. They should have been looking at some tracks, some footprints or something. Or they just assume. I don't know.
believe that there was at least an accomplice to help with some of the things that had gone on during this.
Accomplice. You really don't need an accomplice to do the job this man did. You don't need no accomplice. One angry man can do that.
Event.
The sheriff says at this time, the exact motive is unclear.
Evil.
The exact motive is unclear, but he used to work for him. And that man angry about something. The motherfucker must play with that chick or something. He ain't just come back just out the blue to some people he used to work for and they were good peoples. And he turned to them for that type of, nah, I just can't see it. Then he used their credit card. Nah, it had to been some money. Money was the motive.
It's reared its ugly head, and we're here. And I've said it before. This guy's got a special place in hell, and I'm hoping that.
Well, this guy got a special place in hell. You gonna place the man in hell before he even found guilty?
That's where he ends up.
And the city of Merced is holding a candlelight vigil for the next 4 nights, starting tonight, for the victims. Live in the newsroom, Josh Haskell, ABC.
Prayers for the family, man. Prayers for the family. You heartless people out here. I want to see what the community react like. I want to know what they talking about in the community. Excuse the old Christian music. I want to see what they talking about.
Realized in Merced County. A family of 4 kidnapped this week and found dead in a field last night. Family and friends trying to cope with that.
Found dead in the field. I had a feeling that's where they're going to be at. Like I said in the other video, all they had to do was search for in a 40-mile radius of where that man used their credit card at. It went far. He ain't had no man.
News.
They lost their whole family. And the person who committed that act, he is really evil.
That suspected killer, 48-year-old Jesus Salgado, was arrested on Tuesday. He tried to take his own life before deputies took him into custody. He's currently recovering in the hospital.
The deputies say they're searching for someone else who may have been involved. The 4 people Salgado was accused of killing were kidnapped on Monday. They are Jesslyn.
They said they're searching for someone else, so they got to have a clear path. It was somebody else with this guy. It wasn't just one man job. They got to have a clear path because they ain't gonna be searching for nobody else if they went clear that it was somebody else with this man. And from the looks of it, dude must not be talking right now. You know, maybe he told the family somebody else with him too. Maybe the family will turn him in. Never know.
Her husband Jasdeep Singh and their 8-month-old Aruhi Derry and Jasdeep's brother Amandeep Singh. They're all taken at their trucking business.
And I just still can't understand how can a person just do a baby like that, man? Do it just kidnapping, period. Just I couldn't do it.
Merced, a rancher, found them in a field last night. Now family members are starting to process the tragic end.
KCRA3's Leanne Denier is in Merced, where those who loved this family are grieving. What a shock.
Well, it's certainly a heavy night here in Merced as a vigil for the Singh family is being set up right now. A family spokesperson told us these were kind, hardworking people who did not deserve what happened to them. For those who knew the Merced family,
I don't know a person who died. Over half of the people who died don't deserve it.
It's a really big tragedy for the family, for the community, for all of us.
authorities say 4 family members, including an 8-month-old, were kidnapped from a business and later found dead. For friends and family, it is too much to take in.
We were praying in the temple. We were praying our own everywhere. So we discussed everybody, do your best, pray for them. But this is what the
this happened.
Officials say surveillance video shows the family being taken against their will. They were later found dead in an orchard, the news rattling those who loved and knew them.
They lost their whole family.
Man, it's just wild. I just really paid attention to this news clip. And then the man walk out so nicely. I thought they said that people had their hand tied behind their back, but this man walk out so nice and peacefully with this baby in the front of him, like he using the baby for a shield or something. I'll go back a second. I gotta see it again.
And
Found dead in an orchard, the news rattling those who loved and knew them.
Man, I must be tripping or
their
something.
whole family.
Because this dude right here don't even look like he got nothing.
Discuss everybody, do your
He look like he got nothing on his hand. He look like he just using the baby for a shield or something. I see a couple of them got their hands behind their back. I don't know.
They lost their
I
whole
guess hard to
family.
say.
And the person who committed that act, he is really evil. He has no respect for the humankind.
Family friends
He ain't got no respect or no remorse.
from India to the U.S. in the early 2000s, and we're currently expanding a local trucking business.
We are very hard worker people. Sikh community is a very hard worker people, very loyal people, very honest people.
And now a community is grieving and trying to make sense of a senseless act.
It will be very tough. It is very, very tough for the whole family, and they are not even, want to speak with them, anybody, and they are kind of in trauma. And we are here with the community to, give them a moral support to get back to normal. But, such tragic things, it will take time.
Yeah, certainly will take some time. And here at Bob Hart Square in Merced, you can see that a vigil is starting to come together. The music has just been...
See, they got the visuals up or whatever. Look nice and everything. It's just wild. People heartless and senseless acts.
Again in Bob Hart Square in Merced, set to run from 7 to 9 o'clock tonight in Merced. Leanne Denier, KCRA 3 News.
Leanne, thank you. The suspected killer, Jesus Salgado, had worked for the family. He had been convicted back in 2005 for robbery and sentenced to 8 years in prison.
The victim.
Oh, okay. They should have ran a background check on him before they hired him, but who said they didn't? Who said they didn't, though? But at the same time, they should have ran a background check on him. A man with that type of crime, who to say he won't do it again? We don't know. A robbery. Look like he had a problem with money. What it looked
That
like.
case says Salgado showed up to his home one night and held his family at gunpoint. The Merced County Sheriff says the motive.
Oh, he done held somebody else at gunpoint. He wild, ain't he? He don't play.
The suspected killer, Jesus Salgado, had worked for the family. He had been convicted back in 2005 for robbery and sentenced to 8 years in prison.
The victim in that case says Salgado showed up to his home one night and held his family at gunpoint. The Merced County Sheriff says the motive in that robbery and this kidnapping may be similar.
Yeah, it's similar. Money is the motive. All he do is hold people that ransom and rob them, don't he? He known for holding people that ransom and rob. And everyone I said, he should have did a background check on him. A person like that, no hire. He no good.
Original case in 2005 was based upon his belief that company owed him money. I believe it's similar on this one here, and it could be even.
I had said that money is the motive. I knew it. I said that money had to be the motive.
Further, obviously, I believe truly that at the very beginning, his intention was to kill these people.
The Merced County Sheriff says he spent an hour with family members today to talk about the case. He says Salgado is expected to make a full recovery.
So let's show you the timeline of the investigation. The California Highway Patrol was called Monday morning about a truck fire. Crews put out the fire and tried to find the owner.
The man that did all this crime, now he's trying to burn up the evidence. Man, you just left up on the camera driving these folk trucks. Now you done turned the folk, you done killed the people. Now you over here trying to set the evidence on fire. Tampering with evidence.
The owner was Amandeep Singh. Merced police tried to contact Singh at his home. He wasn't there. They were able to find a family member. Then family members tried to call Amandeep as well and his brother. When no one could reach them, they realized that something wasn't right. In the early afternoon, Merced County deputies went to the family trucking business and determined that a crime took place. They found surveillance video showing the kidnapping. On Tuesday, family members of the suspected killer called law enforcement. Jesus Salgado was later found after trying to kill himself. Last night, a rancher working the harvest found the bodies of the family and called deputies.
And again, the city of Merced hosting a candlelight vigil for that family tonight at 7 o'clock. The vigil will be held in downtown Merced at Bob Hart Square on West Main Street. Vigils will be held there every night through October 9th.
Man, pray for the family.
Technology does not.
Pray for the family, man. What we're gonna do? We're gonna pray for the family. We're gonna take us a quick break, real quick. We're gonna be back with updates on this man in court going wild. We'll be back in a second. Yeah, we back active. Had to get the little break out the way. Back active. Yeah, I had been looking at news and I'm trying to see what this man got going on in court. He wilding out in 1 minute, and the next minute he in another courtroom chilling. We gotta get the rundown on him. So he ran into a crowd in Wisconsin. We're gonna find him and get the rundown on him, see what's going on. And see what's going on with him. See what we can find those that and see what's really going on with him. See what we can find those that. Yeah, let's run that clip on him. See what's really going on with him. Cause he been wilding. Little short. See what's going on.
Driving into a holiday parade and killing 6 people is on trial, and he's creating a spectacle by representing himself. Police in Waukesha, Wisconsin arrest.
Oh man, we know this gonna go bad. He representing himself out there running through a crowd. Oh man, what kind of lawyer experience do we have? Have we went to law school?
To Darrell Brooks in November of last year. He's accused of driving into a Christmas parade while fleeing from another crime. His trial just started. During the proceedings, he removed his shirt in the middle of court and has had several outbursts. The judge has had to remove
the man to remove his shirt. How many how many people you know that remove the shirt in court? You don't see too many of them guys. Man, is he trying to play a psychopath in court? The judge might not fall for that. I done seen one guy, the lad guy who represented himself in court, to do with the dreads, representing himself in court. The judge wasn't buying that mental stage. He was not buying that.
Of court and has had several outbursts. The judge has had to remove him from court several times.
He had to be removed several times.
Let's get to Wisconsin now. The suspect accused of driving into a holiday parade and killing 6 people is on trial, and he's creating a spectacle by representing himself. Police in Waukesha, Wisconsin, arrested Darrell Brooks in November of last year. He's accused of driving into a Christmas parade while fleeing from another crime. His trial just started. During the proceedings, he removed his shirt in the middle of court and has had several outbursts. The judge has had to remove him from court several times.
They done gave a man a sign in the courtroom. You ain't even got to speak. Don't even say objection. We got you right here. Gave him a sign. Man, what this world coming to? National news. Let me see. It got to be some more clips of this crazy fool. I want to see some dates. Man, he wild. Man drove into a parade. Oh, it is right here. I know he wasn't the one who did that.
Guys, I just found a way to get your paycheck up to
They say the dude killed 5 people when he did this. It's wild.
And welcome to BBC World News. At least 5 people have died after a vehicle was driven through barricades into crowds taking part in a holiday parade in the city of Waukesha in the US state of Wisconsin. That's according to the city's police department. Over 40 people are injured. Well, the city is about 30 kilometers west of Milwaukee, and the incident happened at around 4:30 p.m. local time. The parade had just got underway in the city center. Our North American correspondent Peter Bose has this report.
That's why no matter where you at, a crime will take place. I don't care where you at, downtown, in the middle of a parade, in church, a crime will take place. You got to be cautious everywhere you go.
This was the scene seconds before the holiday parade in Waukesha descended into chaos and mayhem. All of a sudden, a red sports utility vehicle plowed at high speed into a school marching band that was entertaining the crowd. The sequence of events was captured on video by the...
Hold on, though. How long this man was driving? He fleeing from a crime, then he driving to a parade. Come on, man. You got to know this a parade. Everybody know when there's a parade. And this man driving down this strip, ain't no way that you don't know this a parade that's going on. Come on, common sense gonna tell you that. So where this man's mind was at, he was heartless from the start.
City's live stream of the parade and on the mobile phones of people there in person. Much of it quickly shared in social media.
Man, the man so wild. He at a parade and see the parade. People's walking in the middle of the road, and he's still coming through wide open and just come through a crowd. Man, come on. You think these folks have any type of symptom for you after putting a crazy act like that?
Horrified and screaming, the onlookers, families with children, fled for their lives as the SUV sped off.
The vehicle struck.
Okay, he fleeing from a crime, then go drove down here and ran these people's over in a parade, and you flee from another crime. Man, how many crimes you think you'll commit before you get caught?
More than 20 individuals. Some of the individuals were children, and there were some fatalities as a result of this incident. We will not be releasing information on fatalities at this time while we are working on notifying the family members of the deceased.
Police say an officer fired his gun at the vehicle to try to stop it. Officials say no bystanders were injured as a result. The car has since been recovered and one person is in custody. The authorities have not given any indication of a possible motive.
Today, our community faced horror and tragedy in what should have been a community celebration. I'm deeply saddened to know that so many in our community went to a parade.
Senseless acts getting innocent people's killed. The world we living in.
But ended up dealing with injury and heartache.
The White House says it's monitoring the situation and the FBI is helping the local authorities with their investigation. Reports suggest the suspect was fleeing another scene, possibly a knife fight, when he ran into people at the parade. This was the town's first holiday parade after months of restrictions because of COVID, but it ended in tragedy. Peter Bowes, BBC News, Los Angeles.
Now, he in court representing himself. He in court representing himself. I know he may feel like the family feel. He must feel like the family feel. He choose to represent himself. He know he don't deserve to be out. It's bad to say. I know the family feel like that. A person who's doing things like, man don't deserve to be out, man. So he might as well just go and represent himself. He ain't got no heart no way. He heartless.
Star Peter Bowes has given us this update on the situation in Wisconsin.
City officials have tweeted that 5 people are confirmed to have lost their lives and more than 40 people were injured. And
5 people have lost their life. And over 40 people injured. Okay.
they stress that those numbers could change as they continue their investigation. We're also hearing from CBS News, the BBC's partner here in the United States, and they refer to a conversation with a law enforcement official who is familiar with the investigation, saying that the suspect in this case may have been fleeing from another scene, possibly a knife attack, when he encountered
a knife attack. They ain't talking about that too much. Okay, I want to know what's going on with the knife attack. What he attacked? Have he attacked someone with a knife or someone trying to attack him with a knife? I want to know what's really going on with this. Then y'all need to drop some in the comment section. Let me know what's really going on. Someone who knows what's going on, who in Wisconsin or whatever.
Or she not defined whether that person then met the parade. And they are saying, therefore, that terrorism isn't being looked into as a possible cause at this stage. And that does put the situation in a slightly more different light to what had been previously feared, that this event, that this parade had been deliberately attacked. Now, just to stress, the investigation is still in the very early stages, and the police say that when dawn breaks in a few hours' time, they'll be holding another news conference to provide some new information.
Peter Bowes there. Well, the BBC's been speaking to Wisconsin State Representative Sarah Rodriguez, who shared her experience.
I sure wish they would have talked about that knife attack more.
Earlier in the parade, and we had just finished. I was walking with the Waukesha County Democrats when there were, people running and yelling and telling everybody to get off the street because a car had come through that main area of the parade and hit multiple people. And so what we are hearing today officially.
Okay, they had already been on lockdown through COVID or whatever. So they were just getting back started doing parades or whatever. And this clown come through here, a bozo come through here and apply at the crowd. Man, it's wild.
Is that they have around 23 people who have been injured and taken to the hospital, and that includes multiple children. And so they do have somebody at.
And then people be at parades and don't be looking, don't be functioning. That's just like this man just came through here wide open. I see a little girl dancing on the side of the street, and she didn't turn around and look until the car had almost passed her. Man, you got to keep your eyes open. Start paying attention.
Interest today, they have lifted the lockdown for downtown Waukesha, although they are still investigating. There's just a lot that we need to be able to learn from this, and we don't have all the answers right now. I'm in a state of shock, and these are the kids that my kids go to school with. These are the parents that I know, when we go to the schools. And, I have been on the phone all evening with different parents that I know, checking in on people to see if they're okay, getting updates from kids and other people's parents who may have been affected. And this was just a tragedy, and we're going to learn more about why it happened.
Mm. We're gonna see. I want to see him in court. A little bit of it anyway. See what this man really got going on. 'Cause that dude ain't. I don't know. I mean, they get the update on this guy, man. Because we've been watching everything on the news. I just watched. Really went up to date. But one of the news casts I did see. I see they really ain't got no updates. Everything 2 months ago and 10 months ago. See. Okay, 2 days ago. Excuse me. 2 days ago. Let's see what he got going on.
Whatever that list is that you have, so that I can adequately advise the jury, potential jurors, about any witnesses who may be called in this case. I don't designate when I say if it's the state or the defendant, but you told me you have that, so I'm going to give you that opportunity. In the meantime, I'm going to print off the state's witness list.
I don't need it.
And give them to the.
He shut the judge down quick, didn't he? He told her, I don't need any. Yeah, that's a psychopath. For sure.
State, so that you can cross out any individuals who are already listed in question 89.
We have that already, and we just started doing that.
All right. And then what I plan on doing is once I finish with all of the.
Man, y'all gotta get updated and keep updated on this man, Darrell Brooks, Waukesha Parade. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep your eyes on this guy, man. Don't tell him what he ain't got coming up.
Either personally or by reputation, work with any of them. But we should be able to do that, still maintain some room for victims, some room for the press. And we'll go from there.
And Your Honor, just one other quick thing. I know that you asked the defendant if he had any questions that he wanted you to ask. I would just, the issue that he's brought up with being deaf in one ear, I'd also ask if
he deaf in one ear. He should have been driving. He was driving like he was deaf in both ears.
he has any questions of yesterday's panel that maybe he's unclear or didn't hear anything, although he didn't notify anyone he was having trouble hearing. He was answering questions in the other room without the headphones on. Actually, he was given the headphones, and it took him a minute before he even thought to put them on. But just to see also if he has any questions. Obviously, he's got to follow the Supreme Court rules, but if he wants to ask the jurors any questions, either from yesterday's panel or today's panel, any concerns that he may have about any of them.
I would agree that that's a good procedure to employ, Mr. Brooks, so you'll be given that opportunity. I would note he does not have the headset on here. I can make a further record that previously especially when I went through the waiver of right to an attorney, I realized that was in this courtroom, but he at times would answer.
This dude clips ought to be that the suspect broke shouts at judge.
I hear you, or I heard you. But Mr. Brooks.
Can Americans with no degree really get 6,000?
We're going to skip that.
There are any follow-up questions on anything you didn't understand or you believe you didn't hear, we will have all of the jurors at one point that are remaining from yesterday and today brought in the courtroom. All of them have numbers, and you'll be able to do follow-up that is appropriate. Now, you also mentioned previously when I referenced going back to your cell to get the list. I'm giving you that opportunity. You asked me to do that.
I did not ask you to do that.
What's up with it? Be wild or not?
That's true. So you said the list was in your cell. I'm advising you that I'll give you the opportunity to go.
Do that.
Can I finish? I'm advising you that you are being given the opportunity, if you so choose, to go back to your cell to obtain the list of witnesses that you have been working on. Further advising you that if you choose not to do that, your one option would be to verbally tell the court any additional names to what you've already provided. Write those down for the court so that either tell.
When people mess up, man, them people they can feel when they done messed up. They just can feel when they done messed up. Man, they stop caring about anything. This is when they done messed up.
Now, or write them down so that I can include them in the list of names I'm providing to the jurors.
So how am I supposed to do that without the list in front of me?
The list that you have in your cell?
How am I supposed to do that without
I'm
the list?
telling you, I'm giving you the opportunity to go get that. So, Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to play games with you. I'm giving you an opportunity.
And I told you
You
that
either go to your cell and
you
get
said
the
I have the
or not.
opportunity to do that. You said I have the opportunity.
I'm not going to demand that you do it, but you have to understand, sir, that if you choose not to do that.
I don't understand.
I told you. Them judges is not going to buy that you crazy. They is not here to play with you. Them folks don't care about you neither. You ain't their family. Them folks don't care about you. They don't care about you being crazy. If you crazy, you not. Them folks don't care.
I don't understand.
All right,
I made that clear. I don't know.
You claim to not understand, and that's been made very clear.
I don't understand. You're not going to get me to consent to something that I don't consent to or agree to. I do not understand.
All right.
Just like I don't
We're going to
understand
take a recess so that the court can get this information from the state.
From the beginning.
Okay, he's continuing with his disruptive behavior. It is his choice to do that. Mr. Brooks, you are hereby warned once again, if you continue with that, you will be removed from the courtroom.
Remove.
Requesting to go to the other courtroom.
I told you that before I even came over here.
Sir, are you requesting to go?
I told you that before I even came over here.
Mr. Brooks, are you requesting?
It was pointless for me to come over here. You can smile whatever you want to.
Sir, I
don't take this as a game.
My preference is for you to be here.
You expect me to answer all these questions that you have for me, Your Honor, but you have yet to answer one question that I've asked you.
What y'all think? Do y'all think he was watching old boy the lad dude who represented himself the dreads in the head? Do y'all think that man watched that clip, man, and now he want to go pull some of the same similar things and the same similar acts? I don't know, man. He acting something similar to guy.
You can take him back to the other room that has been disrupted. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to clear the courtroom. The record should reflect
The record should reflect that my rights are being trampled on. The record should reflect that I don't agree to a stop.
The man speak with plenty of sense, but I don't know.
Here's how you can make a horror movie and get cool effects
We can't run any commercial ads. Cut that down.
Inquire. I've been told it would take maybe 15 minutes, but I'd like you to go to your cell to get whatever that list is that you have. So that
I think we just seen that one. But the man, what y'all think about the man? I don't know. I just can't be so judgmental about it. I just ain't really been following the case and been looking at it like that. I'm trying to get the update on it just like y'all is. Whoever following the case, y'all please drop some in the comment section. Keep me updated on really what's going on. Because I really want to know more about guy. You know, I wonder when his sentence coming up. The man's in the court with his shirt all off. He don't care. 11 hours ago. See what the jury had to say about it.
in his jail attire, that is a choice that he has made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. No one has forced him to come to jail in those clothes. This court is encouraging him not to. He's appeared previously in his street clothes in what I would describe as a very nice suit and tie. But it is his choice to not do that, and we will proceed accordingly.
So while we're on the record, may I challenge the subject matter jury?
No, you may not, sir. You need to file a motion in order to do that.
So
Mr. Brooks?
I filed haven't even been responded to. I gave
Mr. Brooks, you're interrupting me yet again.
Just weren't
All right,
so
Mr. Brooks, you are now going to be removed to the other courtroom.
To that.
I have had a dozen or more interruptions. We'll be off the record while we do that. Thank you,
I don't agree to a stop. Well, I move for a motion to dismiss for being under duress and being coerced into a contract that I did not consent or agree to. I have a right to be present for trial.
Seems like to me the man got a little bit of sense about himself. The judge didn't give no time to speak. It's all about her. When the man already ain't got no representation in the courtroom, you still should give him time to speak and see what he really got to say, from my opinion.
That is why we're able to see and, when appropriately, hear him when unmuted. And then there are the 4 camera angles that are presently from this courtroom. I have the camera in the other courtroom on a single camera, since he's the only individual in there. This court has, in essence, extended this courtroom to the neighboring courtroom. I'd also make a finding that he is appearing from that courtroom, and that because of the audio and visual equipment and system that we have in place, that it is the functional equivalent of being present in this courtroom. This court has relied repeatedly on Illinois versus Allen. I've read portions of that case into the record. I don't intend to go through that.
Okay, it's another thing too. I know dude messed up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about a mental standpoint. I don't know nothing about that. But do this man got family who love him? Or do we get? I don't know. I just don't understand, because let my guy go outside, go in there and represent himself. So I want to know, man, do the man got family who love him, or people who care about him, or is they upset with him because he messed up, or what the case may be? I want to know. It got me puzzled, though. Let's get back to the news club and see what's going on.
That at length here today, but I will, of course, take appropriate steps to limit what the jury can hear, if appropriate.
This is a newspaper, and this.
Stay trying to run any commercials on me. We're going to cut that down for a second. I don't know. I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. Where is family at? You know? Is the family upset with him too? Everybody mad at my man. You know? Don't tell him what guy ain't been doing, though. Because this man look like he's a handful by himself. Look, clip we're going to run for a second.
Your attorneys submitted, dated September 26th of 2022. And really every other filing since that time. There's a number of documents from the state, some of which you may already have. I want you to have this information because it's important for me.
One thing, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and you can share it if you like. You know what I'm saying? The more people hit the subscribe button, you'll get notified every time I go live. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. You can share it if you like. We're going to get back to the news clip right quick.
In order to honor your request to represent yourself, that you have understandings, and I think this documentation will help. And it's my clerk, they'll give it to the bailiff, they'll give it to you. Nope, I'm talking, sir. No, listen, Mr. Brooks, we are done here today. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? I don't watch plenty of news clips. Mr. Brooks really don't get no chance of speaking. Mr. Brooks, his time expired when he committed the first crime.
cannot make a finding at this point that you have an understanding of what you're charged with, the nature of these proceedings. I am not going to get into a debate about whether you're a sovereign citizen or not, or even whether you have any understanding of how the state is a plaintiff in this case. My sole reason for being here today is your motion through your attorneys to consider your request to represent yourself. You have demonstrated through the—
Oh, so my guy did start off with attorneys. So he will put in the motion in the request to represent himself. Okay, that's what really going on.
hearing that you don't have a basic understanding of some of the things that are going on. So I'm going to give you time to consider this request. Talk with your attorneys more because they still represent you. They have not been discharged in this case. And if you decide that you want to represent yourself, then that form, that waiver of attorney form, needs to be filed by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I ain't know they take you to trial if you ain't physical and mentally incapable to represent yourself. I ain't know they'll try you like that. I don't know.
And then your attorneys can make a request of my clerk, and I will schedule this for sometime tomorrow. That does not happen. They remain your attorneys. But at this point, sir, I cannot grant the request because I cannot make a finding that you understand what's going on. But that has been done because of the, frankly, the word game that you are employing with me. You can roll your eyes all you want, sir. So I'm done. Else, if need be, we will come back tomorrow.
She be shutting my guy down. Every time he get ready to say a word, she don't hear nothing he got to say. Nothing. She shutting him down every time. How is this man gonna even have any type of fair trial when he getting shut down every time he open his mouth? I don't understand it. Y'all make that make sense to me. Explain. I know he really don't know what he's doing because this man ain't got no law skills. Oh, I'm not assuming he do. But, you know, come on, man. Get a man a chance to speak for himself. You know, taking control over my guy. Easy and quick.
But at this point, the court's in recess. Thank you, sir. We're adjourned.
I told you. Every time a man get ready to say something, he is shut down. He is not going to have no fair trial. Oh, no. They might can get him appeal later on in the future. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody who playing crazy and go represent themselves got a chance of getting appeal later on. I think they, oh no, they might get denied a couple times. I think they should get an appeal. Because they shouldn't even try people who ain't even mental capable. You know what I'm saying? I know they do mental evaluations on people and all that, but I don't know before they try them. But man, the man don't even look right in the face. Anyway, he look like he needs some medication or something. I know he probably stressed out. He know the crime he committed. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on it. We're gonna be looking at it and running through it. Y'all draw some in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about it and how y'all feel about it. We can keep on running the scripts out the script. We can keep running it, man. But I don't think they gave my man a sign. So every time he objection, he got to put his sign up in there. Man, I ain't seen that one before. Man, like a straight psychopath. And I see before he had dreads on. He went from dreads to a bald head. The man like a psycho from the start, though, with a $5 million bond. The man did all that and still got a $5 million bond. I know people who don't kill that many people and don't even get a bond. Well, it's wild. Jeez, man, y'all drop some in the comment section. Let me know what y'all feel about the whole situation, man. Because it's still like I'm new to the case myself, and I'm just watching it. So I'm trying to get to know what's going on in the case, too. But I see he getting shut down every time he get ready to speak. Not saying that he got something the judge may want to hear to say. I don't know if he's, you know what I'm saying, he got a special piece coming out of his mouth for, but I still think he deserve a chance to say what he gonna say. The man in Florida with the dreads in his head, he stood there and talked for a long time. I'm just gonna keep y'all updated on this case, man. If y'all know what's going on in the Waukesha Christmas Parade attack, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.